Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How's everybody doing today? Apologize for my tardiness. There is torrential rains going on in Nevada and in California. So I was a little bit behind trying to beat those rains, but I couldn't do it. So I just got here. Everybody, welcome to Delete Laws. My name is Chile DeCastro. I am an autodidactic constitutional law scholar. I have been studying the history of this country for the last 20 plus years and the Constitution for the last 20 plus years. And along the way, I have discovered something called Terry versus Ohio. So if you would please type into the comment section for me, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. And then if everybody would please hit the like button. Dave Hall is here. What is going on, Stanley? Stanley, let's jump right into today's video. You guys remember the guy that got drug out of the house from changing his car, and then that woman put the taser to his back and tasered him while he was in torture cuffs? This is that guy. Leroy Truth is in the room, everybody. Go check out Leroy Truth's channel. He's doing some good work over there. Let's jump right into this.
So, first of all, just how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Just trying to process everything. I'm doing fine at the most.
And so, are you aware that this has gone national? This video?
Yes, man. Like I've been trying to actually just stay out social media because, like, I don't like seeing the video. Like it just do something to me. Like I just can't watch it. Like me personally, like I can watch it, but like with the sound on, no, I can't do it.
So, take me back through what you remember. I mean, from what your attorney said, you were just simply out changing a tire near your home.
Yes, man. Like I was on near my uncle's. I was going to pick up my little brother. I always go get him like every other weekend or whatever. So, but I had a baby shower like the next day, so I told him I was gonna come get her. So when I finally made it down there, like Gordo area coming into a reform, my tire had a real bad blowout. So I was trying to call my aunt, but like I couldn't get in touch with her. So I tried to get the car closest I could to her. So once I got there, I parked and I walked to her house or whatever. I left the car, went and got some tools, told her that I needed a ride to go get a tire or whatever. So, and then me, my brother, and my co-defendant walked back to the car. So, once we got back to the car, I was on the ground changing the tire when the police officer pulled up. So when she pulled up, she was basically like, what you guys doing? We told her we're changing the tire. She get out, she check out the tire, whatever. Then she found like she asked for our IDs. So me personally, I was like, if this not a traffic stop, so why you need an ID? So, but I still gave it to her trying to be in compliance. So I gave her my ID and I'm still asking the same question, like, what's the purpose of you needing IDs? So that's when she finally feels some type of way or whatever. So she told me to go stand on the back of the car and I was like, I'm not being detained. So I don't have to do anything. So like, so basically it's like so once I told her that or whatever, she said, well now you are. She grabbed me. Like I put my hands up or whatever. So 'cause I was standing like between the back door and the driver door and I was trying to grab my phone so I could turn my camera on and record her. So like once I finally got my camera on, then she tased me the first time. And she put her foot in my back on the ground.
So you fell down after being tased?
Yes, man. I dropped
Face
my phone
down?
and stuff. Yes, man. So she had me face down in the road first, like so I put my hands behind my back so she could start tasing me or whatever. So once she finally get me in the handcuffs, she get me up off the ground. Well, before that, that's when I told my friend like go get my aunt. So he took off running, like once she first started tasing me, and my brother still was standing there. So my brother video started like once she got me off the ground into the handcuffs. So when she get me onto the car or whatever, I let her know like I got a gun on me, like so it won't go any farther than it did. So
Okay, so let's stop there. You got a legally carried gun.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So once she found the gun, so she made a comment, oh yeah, oh yeah. I was like, what's the problem? Like basically like asked her why you saying that. She like she didn't want me to talk at all, basically. So when I asked her that, that's when she tased me again. So now I'm like, I don't know what finna go on. Like like that, but like I
Are you pretty
really
nervous at that point?
yeah, I was nervous. Like I was really like not really just nervous for myself, but like I was scared for the people that I was with. Like I don't really be thinking about myself. Like I be worried about the people that I be around. And that's my little brother. Like he gotta watch this. Like like that's what really just bothered me the most about the whole thing.
And how old's your brother?
How old? He's like 17.
17.
Yeah.
So he was recording. Were you aware he was recording?
Like I ain't know he was recording until I like actually leaned on the car and like I looked there. And like when she put me in the back of the car, that's when his video kind of like shut off because she came and snatched him up and put him in the car like up by a bridge.
So most people have never been tased. Pretty painful.
Yeah, for real. Then it was raining outside. Like it was raining. It had pretty good drizzle going on outside.
And so at what point did you find out they were charging you with trafficking fentanyl?
I didn't know I was getting charged with trafficking fentanyl until I actually went to court the next day because they wouldn't let me make no phone calls or nothing at all. When I first got to the jail, they just told them we gonna book them on no bond and don't put any charges on them until we come back and tell y'all what to actually put. But they was trying to say they was holding me on the theft of property and to get me to the jail. But I never been arrested in Pickens County other than, well, I wasn't arrested then, but the only thing that ever happened to me in Pickens County was a speeding over 25. And I was stopped by a state trooper then. That was like 2021.
Gotcha. And so they had searched your pockets. As your attorney said, there was no baggies, there was no substance. So was this fentanyl charge just made up?
Yeah, it had to be because I didn't have any drugs on me at all. The only thing I had in my pocket was my gun and my phone.
Gotcha. So where do you go from here?
Like I really don't know. I just really want to I just want justice, honestly. Like I want her to get what's really coming to her. Like,
well, let's see exactly what she did to him. And this is the body cam footage. So, hey, YouTube China, nothing too violent here. I want you to take it easy on my channel, YouTube China.
Stand up.
He was over there changing his tire.
Right there on the front of the car. Stay steep.
I ain't doing bro. I got gun right there. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying what you saying. Oh, yeah, for. I'm not. Oh,
She's a psychopath.
my God. Okay. Oh, down. Oh, my fault. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Look at what a psycho this chick is. She is such a psychopath.
You want it again?
What a frickin'. You want it again? She sounds like such a moron and a total psychopath. I mean, look at her. If she was a man, you know what I would say. If she was a man, I would say she's getting off on doing this. If she's a woman, she probably is getting off on doing this. That's sick and twisted.
You want it again?
As soon as he's crying, she says, "Do you want it again?" Well, he's crying. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that no, he does not want it again. I mean, that sounds like something you say to your partner in the bedroom. You want it again? I mean, what kind of crazy woman is this?
Shut the you was big and bad. Shut your
Whoa. So now you know.
So first of all, just how are you doing? Down after being tased?
yes, ma'am. I dropped
Face
my phone
down?
and stuff. Yes, ma'am. So she had me face down in the road first, like, so I put my hand behind my back. So
Gotcha. And so they had searched your pockets. As your attorney said, there was no baggies, there was no substance. So was this fentanyl charge just made up?
yeah, it had to be because I didn't have any drugs on me at all. The only thing I had in my pocket was my gun and my phone.
Gotcha. So where do you go from here?
Like, I really don't know. I just really
He really doesn't know where he goes from there. Welcome everybody to Delete Laws. Sorry, things are a little crazy getting through traffic, and I don't have a couple things set up here that I typically have set up. So I will try to make it so that we can set this up properly. There we go. Get a little light there. I apologize. There we go. What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? What's going on? What are you guys doing? What's going on? It's a Monday. Where does he go from here? What is his recourse? Can someone put down in the comment section where you think he goes from here. Where does he go from here? The cop has illegally arrested him to begin with, illegally detained him, and she was sick, sadistic, and twisted in doing it. So where does he go from here? What is his recourse from here? She did use excessive force, and so now what should happen is the cops should fire that jackboot thug pig. Put that in the comment section. JBTP, jackboot thug pig. The cops should fire that pig, and then the city council or the city manager, the city attorney, should reach out to him and offer him a settlement arrangement for him being abused on camera, and that woman's peace officer certificate should be pulled. But the truth is what? None of those things will happen. The only way that he'll get any justice is if he files a federal civil rights lawsuit. And if he makes one single mistake in that filing, even one tiny little mistake, the federal judge, remember the district levels, so you're just going to lose the first time. I'm in district court in 2 different states right now. I'm in circuit court in Ohio. I'm in district court in Nevada. And then I'm in state court in California. And the district court will deny his petition and they'll reject it. And then he'll have to appeal to the circuit court. And then the circuit court will see his complaint, kick it back down to the district court. Maybe because of the publicity, the federal judges will get this right, the federal judge of the district court. But just so you know, across the country, the district court level is free to test your resolve, to see if you really want to sue, to see if you really want to get that jackboot thug pig fired. That's what the district court is for, to test your resolve. Because at the district level, their job is to defend and protect the statist institution of law enforcers in this country. That's just the simple fact. I wish it wasn't true, but it is, my friends.
I just want justice, honestly. Like, I want her to get what's really coming to her, like on the legal side. Like, yeah.
So had you ever had any bad interactions with Reform or Pickens County? Any problems with law enforcement?
Like, that was my first time ever, because I'm actually from the Pickens County area. Like, I usually be down there a lot. Yes, ma'am. So
Gotcha.
I never really had no bad blood that way.
At all. So, and how are you feeling mentally, physically?
I mean, like, I'm okay, but like when I'm alone, like I sit and think about it. Cause I mean, like, I try to act okay around the people around, but like at the same time, like I'm really not just okay for real. Cause like it really is traumatizing for real. Like I don't even know how to feel.
Put a 1 in the chat if you've been traumatized by these jackboot thug pigs. Put a 1 in the chat if it's happened to you. If you understand exactly what this man's feeling and going through right now.
Feel about the police no more. For real.
And so you didn't have any ill will towards police or anything? No reason?
I actually had like friends in law enforcement and stuff like that.
Has anyone apologized to you?
No, man.
Do you think you deserve one?
Yeah, I think I do. I would love an apology.
So do you think this was racially motivated?
Say yes, because your lawsuit's going to depend on, part of it could be racially motivated for sure. I mean, look, the plain, sad truth, and we've talked about this, not everything is racist, all right? Spare me the bullshit, okay? If you're down living in poverty and you're not trying and you're saying the racist system's holding me down, you can eat my shorts along with the dirty coppers who became parasites on our society. Not everything is racist. Policing is inherently racist. The very first set of law enforcers in our country were the 1704 South Carolina slave catchers, created to enforce slavery contracts. And if your property ran away, the law enforcers went and got your property back, and they all wore a badge that looks just like the badge in multiple states, in Arizona, in Texas, still in South Carolina, in North Carolina, in Louisiana, in New York. There's badges that are exactly like the 1704 South Carolina slave catchers. So to say, for example, this is why I don't read the comments, because people say things. Policing is inherently racist. So I'll come back to that comment in just 1 second. All right. I'll come back to that comment that person left.
I think it was like just abuse of authority. if anything. But like, yeah, that could play a part too.
And so, when people watch the video, oh, he should have complied. He should have done more to work with the police. Do you feel you pretty much did everything within your rights and everything?
Yes, man. Because I was still kind of like still like I was still respectful like through the whole video, other than being tased. Like I was still yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, all that. Like
And when you watch it back and hear her voice, that's a lot of something that people have really zeroed in on, to say that it sounded like she was enjoying what she was doing to you.
yeah, that was just seemed to like to me. Like she was getting a thrill out of it. Because like when she got me into the back of the police car and my brother video went off.
It sounded like she was thoroughly enjoying it. It sounded like that was like one of those Skinamax After Dark specials where she's going, "Oh yeah, you want it again? Do you want it again?" And that's what she was saying. It's pretty sick.
She was like, she was basically like, yeah, your bitch ass ain't so tough now. Like she was like, we're gonna enjoy watching this video. Yeah, like she said, we're gonna enjoy going back watching this video.
From what you could tell, did she have a body cam on? Was there a dash cam or anything?
Oh no, when I got into her car, it wasn't nothing plugged up. Like it wasn't even a computer in there, camera, nothing. Like it was just wires. And I don't really think she had a badge cam on either.
Now, your attorney said that he has, since this has happened, heard from other people saying they had a bad incident with this particular officer. Are you hearing anything like that in the community?
I done heard like of a couple incidents like where they had a guy dead in the back seat after he's been tased in the heart, like things like that. But like yeah, they said like she had a couple complaints like to move departments a couple times.
So when you think back on it, do you realize this could have escalated even further?
Yeah, I think like if it really wasn't a phone out there, I think it would have went farther. I feel like it could have went farther. Like my main concern was her like doing something to my brother when she had me detained.
So at what point did she realize he was recording?
I don't think she ever knew
At all.
Yeah, I don't think she ever knew he was recording.
So you've got to go. You live in the area. Are you worried of any repercussions?
Not really, cause I stay up in Tuscaloosa area. Like my brother, like my aunt, them like really for that. Like I'm really worried about him, honestly. Yeah.
So you're gonna stay out of the area?
Oh yeah.
So the $1 million question here, then the good cops, they surely want to get rid of this bad cop, right?
Definitely.
So if there wasn't a video, do you think you would still be sitting in jail?
Yeah, I think I still have a $500,000 bond. Cause that's just Pickens County.
So when you walked in the court, that's when you first heard you had the charge and the $500,000 bond?
Yes, man. That's when I first heard all my charges. Like I never knew what I was going to get booked for when I went to jail. Like I had no charges at all. It just said it was blank with no bond.
And so you've never been a drug dealer. There'd be no reason for them to suspect any of this.
No,
You're a good kid.
Yes, man. Like overall.
Like any other 20-year-old, right?
Yes, man.
He's 20 years old, and he if he used to back the blue, if he had cops who were friends, he won't anymore.
Well, again, kind of big picture. I mean, a lot of people are going to watch this and just like, especially a person of color, be afraid of police. What do we need to do to make this right in this country and quit having these incidents? It's like every week now.
I think we need to hold the people like up higher, more accountable.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize, but that answer is incorrect. As long as we continue to carry these policies, procedures, and protocols, and that's the title of this video, as long as we have the same policies, procedures, and protocols of these jackboot thug pigs, then absolutely nothing will change. Absolutely nothing will get better. It'll continue. And those cops who used to be his friend, now there's going to be a chasm. There's going to be a chasm between him and the people he used to be friends with, who were the coppers. It's policy, procedure, and protocol. Type that in the chat for me. Policy, procedure, and protocol. As long as we have those same policies, procedures, and protocols, and it sounds like a broken record here, we're going to have tyranny in our country. And that's what we don't want. We don't want tyranny in our country. We absolutely don't want it.
Like, so they were like, I feel like we should hold them more accountable for their actions. Because they, like, I just seen like a lot of incidents where like the cop just get leave with pay like, or like maybe they may settle the settle the lawsuit, but the officer never get anything done to them. Like they free at home to do whatever they want to do.
So does this officer need to be fired?
Yes, I feel she needs to be fired.
And do you think it's an individual type problem, or is this like countywide?
I feel like it's countywide because I think they work together. Yeah, it's it's countywide because they haven't even spoke on the situation yet at all.
Did you happen to see the coverage yesterday also?
Explain Harry.
Hey, Jimmy, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, boss, what's up?
You remember that Mexican guy last month?
Mexican. Which one?
The Mexican guy, your skull is cracked? Come on, Jimmy. Which Mexican guy?
Yeah, that one. Sorry, I wasn't sure which Mexicant you were referring to.
Yeah, well, 2 days off next month, Jimmy. Which 2 days?
See, I'm taking my family out to the water on
Saturday the 22nd.
Okay, so the 20th and the 21st off.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Hold on.
Nah, I need like a Friday and a Monday. What about the 21st and 24th?
So get the nice long weekend that Friday, Monday. And it's paid?
Of course. Guy's family's driving me fucking nuts, man. Calling me every 10 seconds.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, that's his damn fault. Listen, he shouldn't have broke the law.
Well, you shouldn't break the law.
He shouldn't have broken the law.
Jimmy, you raided the wrong house.
Yeah, he challenged me.
And he resisted.
Boss, listen, man, he challenged me. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I suspended his ass, okay? I suspended a good officer today. Stop calling my goddamn phone.
Never gets old, man.
Enjoy your time off, okay?
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Okay, take care of yourself. Hey, don't crack anybody's skull today.
Can't promise anything.
Okay.
Wait, are Mexicans people? I forget.
So that's how cops are punished in this country, so-called punished anyway. And so I put a comment up on the screen because I saw it, and I try not to look at comments. But let me address it because I also made a video about Trump in the last 24 hours that I put out. Okay. I'm running for governor. You guys know I'm running for governor. I won't stop till I'm the executive of a state so I can change the policies of pigs from the top down. Now, if I ran for governor in any state in the union, doesn't matter if I ran in Alaska, Hawaii, Florida, New York, California, Washington, or Kansas or Idaho, doesn't matter where I ran. If I ran on the platform that I was going to indemnify police and hold them harmless, would you vote for me? No, you would not vote for me. I mean, just tell me now, if I said I built up this huge following of millions of people over the last few years, and now I'm going to run for governor and I'm going to indemnify all police, would you vote for me, yes or no? No, absolutely not. And I wouldn't expect you to. No way. Do not. If I ever do anything like that, you abandon ship. They've MK Ultra'd my brain. They took me to the CIA and they MK Ultra'd me. You know, if I'm saying I'm going to indemnify police. Now, Mr. Trump here, so many of you guys support. I don't understand how you can come to this page and hang out with me and watch the videos we watch together and then be willing to vote for a guy who's openly said he's going to indemnify police. He wants nationwide stop and frisk. So when you go to the park in Louisiana, when you go to the park in Minnesota, the cops can walk up to you and say, I'm suspicious of you because you're in a park. There was a shooting here last month, so I'm going to pat you down. Trump wants to do indemnification of police, hold them harmless from lawsuits, and put nationwide stop and frisk. Am I against Trump? Yes. 100,000% against him. Yes. I'm sorry. The people are single issue voters if you're pro-life or pro-choice, single issue voters if you're pro-immigration or anti-immigration or for to actually have our country. So it's just that simple. I cannot and will not support Trump as he says he's going to indemnify police, hold them harmless from lawsuits, and put nationwide stop and frisk. That's Terry versus Ohio creates stop and frisk. I want to OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. That's what I want to do. So the idea that I would have any support for Donald Trump at all whatsoever. Trump vows to indemnify the police. Experts say that's already reality in most departments. Now, I can't support him, and I'm not going to support him. I hope that you can stick with me here, because I will change the police policies from the top down when I am elected governor in the state of which I will announce by the end of this year. But I will never stop. This is my mission in life. I believe that I was sent here from God to do exactly what I'm doing. I believe it with every fiber of my being. I believe that. When I wake up in the morning, I say, God put you on earth for this mission, Chili. Get your ass up out of bed and start putting things together. And that's what I do all day, every single day. How can I reach more people? How can I teach the masses? How can I show them that stop and frisk, reasonable articulable suspicion, and detainment are constructs of institutional racism from the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio? I cannot and I will not support Donald Trump for president. And I hope you vote against him. And I don't care who it is, because domestically, he's going to ruin this country. He's going to put police on every corner to stop and frisk us. He's going to try to get the illegal immigrants out by putting the military on us. And I don't want it. I don't want it. If you can't understand that, I understand if you can't agree with me. God bless you. I still love you. I still respect you. I hope that you don't come here every day and want to vote for someone who wants to indemnify police. I'm not going to vote for Biden. I'm going to vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. I know he's a gun grabber, but this Supreme Court will never let Robert Kennedy take the guns, but he will overhaul the NIH, the FDA, and the Consumer Protection Agency, what Trump said he was going to do and didn't do. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't want to sit and harp about politics because I hate Biden just as much. Biden to me is a pedophile. The smelling of the children. But he doesn't want to do nationwide stop and frisk. And so for me, I wouldn't vote for Biden, of course. I wouldn't put my name next to his. But I'm gonna go hard against Trump. I don't want him in office. I don't. I mean, you guys do understand. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you understand my position. I could put a 1 in the chat because I understand your position. You want oil independence. You want energy independence, what Trump did. The First Step Act, we let 6,000 people out of prison with the stroke of a pin. Trump did that as well. So there's, the Abraham Accord, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, only time will tell. We'll see. We'll see if it works out. It's not working out so well in the Middle East right now. So I don't want to harp on it. But the title of this video is Policy, Procedure, and Protocol. And so I want to talk a little bit about that policy, procedure, and protocol. And this video right here came out 5 months ago, and I saw it, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit and get into the policy, procedure, and protocol that is done here. And I want to teach you guys how to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. Am I for free traveling in the United States of America? Absolutely, yes. Have I read out loud on this channel the 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland, where the black robe unelected tyrant said that each state could set up their own Department of Motorized Vehicle, charge a fee for your registration depending on your motor size, horsepower, and charge a fee for you to get your driver's license. And then they could create laws to govern the roads. So do I believe in your right to free travel? Absolutely. However, as a leader, it's not my job to walk you into torture cuffs. My job as a leader is to show you the policies, procedures, and protocols that will empower you over these jackboot thug pigs when you're on the street in person. And, I don't think getting your lawyer on the phone, I don't think that's going to work. I hope it does. I'm really optimistic. I hope it does. Most of the videos I've seen, the cops will not get on the phone with your mother, your lawyer, your best friend, your brother, your lover. They won't get on the phone. So what I empower you with are learning your rights, knowing your rights, and then making sure you film that jackboot thug pig as you read off of a card. So step 1, cop cited. I invoke my First Amendment right to film. That's what I'm trying to do with y'all. What's going on, Playboy? What's up with the Playboy? What is up with the Playboy? And just so you guys know, Real Life Exposure said that they're voting for Taylor Swift. I happen to love Taylor Swift. So I don't love all of the BS of the NFL being about Taylor Swift right now. It's not my favorite thing. I don't want to hear about Taylor Swift when I'm watching football. But I love Taylor Swift. When she stood up against Betsy DeVos in Tennessee, and she talked with her father about it, and they filmed it, and they showed that she was going to challenge Betsy DeVos's thinking, I was all for that. And the fact that she was willing to stand up for our rights, to me, I really like Taylor Swift. I wish I could say I don't. but I do. She's a little overexposed right now, but I like her. You know, I think she's a good person. Who you guys think, who you want to win? Chiefs or San Francisco? Put it in the comment section. Chiefs or San Francisco? Who do you want? Who do you want? Chiefs or San Francisco? Who's going to win the game?
68 trip. Robert George Mary 4057. We're pulling into.
I'm with you, Dixon.
Hello. Sir. Yeah. You got a driver's license? I'm Deputy Peters with the Smith County Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop today: your tail lights were not working as you were driving on the road. Okay. And then you immediately pull into a residence.
I literally have a claim that taillights are not a crime. I'm not involved in the traffic code. I have a notice here. I literally have a lawsuit going on with Nassau PD.
Okay.
And signed by the judge. This is his dad's house.
He's also not driving. Driving's a commercial.
And I'm not driving. This is the county commissioner's house, county clerk. We just put in. Which tail light is out?
It was both of them.
Which one?
Both of your tail lights. None of them were working as you were driving on the roadway. Do you have a driver's license, sir?
I'm not driving. I'm outside of your jurisdiction, actually. Who do you work with?
The Smith County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, the Sheriff's County?
Yes, sir. Do you have any form of an ID or driver's license?
I do, but I don't have to present it since I haven't.
You do at this point in time because you have committed a traffic offense.
Which
you were driving a vehicle. I'm not here to argue with you. You have a driver's license.
I've got a dictionary because he doesn't seem to know the definition.
I'm not involved in the traffic code. Yeah.
So the definition of
So by not giving immediately his license, proof of insurance, and registration, watch how this goes for him. Now, do I agree with him that you shouldn't have to have a driver's license? Yes, I do. Do I agree with him you shouldn't have to pay the state to register the property that you already own? Yes, I do. I agree 100%. Is that the reality of what's happening on the streets? The answer is no. Do I want to see you in torture cuffs? The answer, again, is no. Do I want to guide you in this direction so that when I watch your video, then I see you in torture cuffs? No, I do not. I strongly disagree with the driver's license, strongly disagree with the fact you have to register property that you already own, fully agree with traveling freely in the United States of America. However, the laws put into place by an unelected Supreme Court, the policies that create the laws for the DMV in Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, everywhere, Texas, mandate that you have to have a license and registration. I don't agree with it. That doesn't matter. I don't want to see you put in torture cuffs, man. If I see a member of Team DLZ put in torture cuffs, I will break down crying here on camera. And I don't want you guys to watch me cry. So that's why I always advocate, get your license, registration, and proof of insurance all on a laminated card, your current proof of insurance. Don't skip a step. Make sure you have your current registration on a laminated card. Get everything ready to go, because this guy right here gave his power to the cop because he didn't follow a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols, which is what I want for you. That's exactly what I want for you.
driving versus the definition of traveling. There's a dictionary.
Okay,
And just so you know, this guy right here, he's the reason why I audit police alone. He's the reason why I take on cops completely alone, because of this kind of person right here. If someone like this did this to me, I would literally tell him to shut up or I would leave. But he's pulled over, so he's detained. He can't leave.
I've got a dictionary because he doesn't seem to know the definition.
I'm not involved in the traffic code. Yeah.
So the definition of driving versus the definition of traveling. There's a dictionary.
Okay, let's use this term.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody right now, if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. 2/3 of you in this room right now are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button if you would, please.
Operating a vehicle on a public roadway. I'm not, sir. He's right now. He is being stopped. Okay, you have no involvement.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm actually just being a concerned citizen because I know that
That's
cops
fine.
kill people.
Okay.
So I'm actually just watching.
If you want to be a
You don't
concerned,
pull the
if you want to be a
It's
concerned
okay.
citizen,
Right
add your
now,
car,
I'm showing
please.
you the law.
Okay.
'Cause this is actually case law. This is
He is so far out of line. He is messing up the guy who's going to be put in the torture cuffs. If I have seen Taquan X sit there and argue with a cop for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and they don't put him in torture cuffs. This guy's escalation, his voice, his demeanor, everything. He's the reason why he's going to go in torture cuffs. He's the reason.
because I know that
That's
cops
fine.
kill people.
Okay.
So I'm actually just watching.
If you want to be a concerned, if you want to be a concerned citizen, add your car,
I'm
please.
showing you the law.
Okay.
'Cause this is actually case law. This is case
Okay.
law. Showing
That's
you the difference
and that's
between
fine.
automobile and
That's not that right now. That's not
vehicle,
what
but
we're
you don't
covering.
need, you actually don't need to know.
You have a driver's license. I can get
Hey,
you
what
out of here.
emergency do you have? Because if there's not actually a crime or a victim, then you
You're
actually
actually
can't even use
trespassing,
your red and blue lights.
You're actually trespassing on private property too.
Okay.
We need to see a supervisor.
You were operating on
Not
a
operating.
public
Stop
roadway.
using that terminology. You're,
You're
lying.
incorrect. You're
Stop
actually
it.
lying on
You
your
have a
Stop
driver's
lying.
license.
Get
that
your
I can
supervisor
see.
here for
Can you
lying
get your
right now.
supervisor
You're
here?
actually
Not
lying.
at this point in time. If you can provide me with your driver's license.
I'm not. I
Not
will.
You have a driver's license.
Yeah, not driving.
I don't answer
Not driving.
questions.
Don't answer questions. Get your supervisor here for lying on the
It's funny. He knows his rights, but he doesn't know he has to actually say the exact words. I invoke my Fifth Amendment. He says, I don't answer questions. That is not what you say.
License.
Yeah, not driving.
I don't answer
Not
questions.
driving.
Big mistake. He hasn't invoked his right to be pressed. He hasn't invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not be questioned without an attorney present. Big mistakes. He's not following a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols.
Don't answer questions. Get your supervisor here for lying on the record. What's your name and badge number? You're literally lying right now. On the record.
Right now, you are being placed. You are detained. You are being detained.
Well, his friend did that to him. Listen to me. You guys have seen me. Unless I'm outside where my voice needs to be amplified. How's my sound? Am I okay? Can you give me a 5x5 if the sound is okay, just so I know? Unless I'm outside and where I have to say out loud, hey, you know, you can't trespass me. That's soliciting a trespass, and that's against my constitutional rights. Then my voice is elevated. If I'm at a city council meeting or a commissioner meeting, I have the right to elevate my voice to redress my government. When I'm on the scene with a copper, you'll often see me when you watch me do my audits. I'll say, no, gentlemen, listen to me. I'll go down to here because I don't need to escalate this, because then you unlawfully putting me in torture cuffs is an illegal detainment because I pulled up my shirt and showed you I don't have any weapons. I'm about to sue Las Vegas Metro Police Department. Actually, I think it's the Nevada State Troopers. You Nevada State Troopers, I'm about to sue you again. I'm about to sue you again. So, because I never raised my voice, I never lost my composure. You keep your composure when you're in front of the jackboot thug pigs. If you're going to go out with somebody who give me a 5x5. The sound's okay. Chevy, is the sound all right? Let me know. I'm sorry. I don't know why the sound's a little low. I'm working on it. I'm over here trying to fix it right now. Chili, you're yelling and calling them pigs and all. Well, depends on the situation. Depends on exactly the situation. Let's get back into this a little bit and I'll stop blabbing my face off here.
Supervisor here for lying on the record. What's your name and badge number? You're literally lying right now. On the record.
Right now, you are being placed. You are detained. You are being detained. Right now, you're being detained.
Stop. Give you my license.
Stop.
Bro, crazy. You really? Wow.
Right now, you're being detained.
Illegally detained. Illegally detained, bro.
The other hand.
Dude, you're gonna be losing your job. You're getting sued. You're getting sued, dude. What have I done? You're losing your job.
Right now.
No crime has been. Can you?
Right now, I am detaining you, failing to ID.
Can you look it up?
I can, but you're refusing to offer it to me.
He's arresting me for failure.
Right now, you're not.
Okay, so someone asked a really legitimate question here. Vaunt X2. So Vaunt, you have to invoke your First Amendment right to be the press or state aloud, I'm involved in a First Amendment protected activity as the press. Because when you invoke your First Amendment right, if they take your camera out of your hand, they stop your filming, or they impede your camera, like by blocking your camera. Currently, I'm in the LVMPD lawsuit. When I filed a lawsuit against them, I went back 4 or 5, 8 months, and I sued a cop at LVMPD who blocked my camera on a traffic stop. I added him to the lawsuit for blocking my camera because I invoked my First Amendment right the moment I stepped up to the cops. And then also, when you do sue, as I'm doing in district court right now against Las Vegas Metro Police Department, then the clearly established prong, the cop, according to this is just something called the clearly established prong in federal court for the violation of your civil liberties. If you've invoked your First Amendment right to be press and the cop blocks your camera, then the clearly established prong would say that the cop has to know which right of yours he's violating. So now he knows when you say, I invoke my First Amendment right to be press. If you don't say, I invoke my First Amendment right to be press, then the cops are going to say, oh no, he went over there to keep order and make sure that someone wasn't going to attack one of our cops who was busy working. And the district judge will ask the copper, well, did you know you were violating his First Amendment right? No, judge, no. And the judge is the cop's backup. So you have to say the words, I invoke my First Amendment right to be press, or they'll cheat you at the federal court.
Being arrested.
He's taking me and Karen.
Right now, you're not being arrested.
Sir,
Step back.
What is your name?
Step
Shut
back.
the fuck up. What's
You're
your
about
name?
to get detained too. Step back.
Now, have you guys heard me do that before? I don't think so. Well, not in my whole history, but for the most part, no.
You're not in fear for your life. You're kidnapping somebody. Please.
Right now, like I said, you are not under arrest. You are being detained, okay?
That's the same thing.
I don't consent to any searches.
His tail light was out. His tail light was out. So now he's
Allegedly.
His tail light's out.
Please, I do not.
Look at that, Mom.
I'm sorry. Can I ask
Not
what's
at this
going
time.
on?
Right now, he's being
He's
detained
okay.
because he
Oh,
failed
but
to
she-
ID.
putting his
What I'm
hands on
trying
me.
to do is,
Right, his hands on
is
his
get his
bus.
ID because he was driving a vehicle.
No, he's not
on a
driving.
public
Now you're
roadway.
lying again.
Sir,
What the
this
fuck?
is not about you,
That's
okay? This is
stupid.
with him.
You keep saying the wrong
Where's your
terminology.
driver's license?
That's how
Under
stupid
duress.
you are.
Okay.
You under duress. Can I get it for you?
Where is it at?
Under duress.
Where's your driver's
You're
license?
shaking
at?
and it's making me
Where
nervous.
is your driver's license at?
You're shaking, making me nervous.
I'm
Under
shaking too, 'cause I saw him turn around.
under duress. It's in my pocket.
In
But
your pocket.
But I'm not giving you jurisdiction because I'm not operating under the commercial
Okay,
code.
that's we're beyond that right now, okay?
All right, under duress when I'm in handcuffs.
There it is right there. We're beyond that right now because the cop has lost his composure because his long-haired hippie friend over there was screaming. I mean, I love long-haired hippie friends, but I'm just saying, he was screaming and yelling and going ballistic. And when you escalate one of these jackboot thug pigs, they have the right to put you in torture cuffs for their safety. And if the judge sees you screaming at the top of your lungs, the judge is going to say it was a justified detainment. You were freaking out. He didn't know if you were going to pop off and start swinging.
Can you please get it?
Yes, where is it at?
And you're shaking. It's making me nervous.
Where's your driver's license?
It's in my
Can I
pocket.
ask
It's in my
why
pocket.
he's in handcuffs?
Because right now, when I stepped out of the vehicle, he refused to ID. Okay, what I'm trying to do is
What did he
identify him.
do?
Once
What did he
once I
do
get his
to be-
identification,
to be
so
ID?
I pulled
You
him.
don't-
I
does he
pulled
have
him
a-
over,
He-
ma'am.
he
Can I
can't-
ask-
making me
Ma'am.
scared
Wait,
'cause
I
he's
want to ask
grabbing my
this.
arm.
Okay.
Do you
He's
have
shaking. He's
a way to
shaking.
check his
Scared.
ID through a license tag?
No, I don't.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
You don't have a
so
computer in your car?
you don't have
I do have a computer in my car,
You
but
have
it
a
does
radio
not
on your
link
chest where you
with
say your
the
license plate number?
license plate.
Huh.
Okay. We're gonna step back over here so I can get your ID.
Dude, let him drag you. You can't. You're not compliant. Wow.
Like I've said,
You're
look,
kidnapping this
they're causing issues beyond the point
I'm
of
not,
what needs
I'm
to
not
happen.
running.
Okay?
I'm not.
You're
I'm
not.
peaceful. Can you help me put the
I said
handcuffs
you
on
were
me?
detained right now. Can I see your
For
ID?
what crime?
Can I see your ID?
If I'm detained, then I'm under.
You said it's in your pocket.
Yeah, sure, because he's in fear for his life. What?
He's not helping his friend. He's walking his friend into being tortured. And then his friend said, don't go with him. Let him drag you. No, don't do that. Don't just turn around, put your hands behind your back. But then after they are going to insist by tasing you or they surround you and they're going to beat you, then give up. But initially a cop may say, turn around, put your hands behind your back. And you kind of lightly say, no. We can talk about this. Let's just have a conversation here. And then if the guy pulls out his taser or they start to surround you, then say, okay, I'll give up and turn around, put your hands behind your back. Because if you don't, you could die. You could die. They tase you in the chest. It could be your last day today. Today might be your last day. And then we all will go back to Chili's video where he told you, make sure you resist that arrest completely. No. I've never said that to you. I said, don't just turn around like a little weasel, like a beta male. At the same time, though, if they're really deadly serious about putting you in torture cuffs, then let them do it. And just remain calm, invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. But I am not going to guide you into you getting killed. It won't happen here. If there's other channels that will misadvise you, I will not do that. It's my responsibility here to make sure. Look, how many other channels show you this? Go ahead, tell me how many channels. How many channels say get your license, registration, proof of insurance, and registration all on a laminated card? How many other channels do that? Can you guys give me a list here? How many other channels? Is it one other channel? Is it two other channels? How many other channels have you seen where someone pulls out a slip and says, get your license, registration, proof of insurance on a laminated card? And always have your updated proof of insurance and always have your registration updated. Then you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent by showing them your trifold. If you don't have one, put a one in the chat if you do have one, right? I give these away. I gave away 150 today. 150 of these at 6 o'clock in the morning. Click, 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 click. Why do I do that? Mission. We're on a mission. We can only do it if we do it together. You want to go fast? Go alone. You want to go far? Go together. And so what I'm trying to do, the reason I sit there and click all morning, giving away free trifolds to people and say, hey, I'm sorry, you got to print it out yourself. If you want to cover the shipping and handling, I'll cover the hard costs. You know, I have that conversation with people every day because I don't want to see you get drug off in torture cuffs, especially his friend told him, don't go with him, let him drag you. He's dragging you by your torture cuffs. He's grabbing you by your cuffs and dragging you. No. It is so painful. It hurts so bad. I advise against it.
What a joke.
I said you are detained right now. Can I see your ID?
For what crime?
Can I see your ID?
If I'm detained, then I'm under.
You said it's in your pocket?
Because he's in fear for his life. What a joke, Peter. So you're fired. You are fired, bro. Losing your job.
Sir.
He's not.
Sir. You step back by your car.
Don't even talk to me. Don't say sir to me.
Lean up against
You're
this
not in
car.
fear for your life. You're on my property.
I'm not taking the keys. I'll put them back in your pocket, okay?
Every cop that I got fired didn't get fired because he abused me. Every cop that I got fired was something external that I brought to light.
Are you really gonna arrest me? Are you serious?
I've said this multiple times. You're not under arrest. I detained you because you failed to ID, okay?
Nope. Terry versus Ohio. So the difference between before 1968 and after 1968 is Terry versus Ohio. Terry versus Ohio allows the police, gives them a policy where they can detain you, but you're not arrested. Now, are you arrested? I'm sorry. Is your freedom of motion arrested? Absolutely. Your freedom is arrested. However, you're not being drugged down to the dungeon. So he's not technically he is arrested. The term is arrested. He's not being drugged down to the dungeon. He's not being incarcerated. He's been arrested, but he's not being incarcerated yet. Now, the incarceration begins in the back of the cage of the car, but he's not yet incarcerated. He is arrested technically, but not technically in the legal sense, if that makes any sense at all. It doesn't. And when they try to get your ID, as you guys know, on the Fifth Amendment cop card, cop asks for ID, number 4 on your cop card. He says, cop demands ID, and you say, I plead the Fifth, I identify as a good citizen. Cop says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, I plead the Fifth and identify as a good citizen. Hibble versus Nevada says that citizen must state how they ID, do not give ID without probable cause. Now, if you do this, they may put you in torture cuffs and put you in the back of their torture mobile, but you're not technically incarcerated or being taken to the dungeon. There's a difference, and you have to know it, because they'll try to fool you to get your ID by putting you in torture cuffs, putting you in the back of their car as though they're taking you to the dungeon, but really you're just detained. That detainment can go all the way to the point where they put you in torture cuffs, put you in the back of the torture mobile, take you down to the dungeon, to the doors, to the booking, and then go, okay, we're going to let you go. You've only been detained. What a joke.
You don't get okay. Are you really gonna arrest me? Are you serious?
I've said this multiple times. You're not under arrest. I detained you because you failed to ID.
You don't get
Okay.
you don't get the dictionary.
Where's your license? Because I'm not trying to go all through your wallet.
I don't consent to a search.
I'm not searching. Where's your
handcuff
ID?
me as a man, and I'll give it to you.
Once we're complete with the traffic stop.
It's not a traffic stop, man.
It is a traffic
You're really
stop.
gonna get in trouble. Can you talk to your supervisor? It's a traffic stop if I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
I'm not a U.S. citizen.
Do you have some form of an ID?
I have no weapons.
You said it was in your wallet, correct?
No weapons on me. I'm just making sure you don't kill anybody tonight.
You're scaring me.
I wish you would just talk to me like a man and I could explain things.
What have I done that was disrespectful to you?
No
You grab
crime
me, you're
committed.
shaking my hands. My hands are in handcuffs. I haven't committed a
What
crime.
crime do you suspect is being committed right now? You know the definition of a crime?
Is it in your wallet? Your ID?
You're searching his wallet?
You know that is unlawful search and seizure. I don't-
Cody, would you like me to
Okay.
get it out of your wallet for you? I can't believe you wouldn't give him permission to search your stuff, would you?
Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. I think it's his brother. I think it is. Maybe they live at the same place. I don't know the answer. If anybody knows this is his brother, I have no idea. But is the mic still making a funny sound? Are we all right on the microphone? I just want to make sure that we're okay on the microphone still. Are we all right? Because it sounds a little funny for some reason. I apologize.
ID.
You're searching his wallet?
You know that is unlawful search and seizure. I don't-
Cody, would you like me to
Okay.
get it out of your wallet for you? I can't believe you wouldn't give him permission to search your stuff, would you?
No.
Do you want me to get it out for you?
Under duress, if he's saying that he's not gonna let me go unless, then you can present it to him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Can you tell me where your ID is? A minute ago you said I could take it out of your pocket.
I don't answer
Under
questions.
duress because you're handcuffing me.
Okay. Yes, because
I
you
told-
are detained at
my
this
ID
point in
is in
time.
my wallet.
Okay.
My ID is in my
Where is it at in your wallet? I'm not trying to go through every single card you have. This is it, I'm assuming.
That's fine. You can use that.
Okay. This is driver of this car causing the issues.
I'm not a driver.
Hey, no, you don't tell me what to do. You interjected yourself into the. Hey, no, get off my property. Get over here. No.
Are you the excuse me, sir? Are you the supervisor?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Get away from me.
Do not go to that cop. You are not detained. Well, he was the passenger in the car, so he's legally detained according to Arizona versus Johnson, 2009.
You're interjecting yourself into this traffic stop. Get off my property, you piece of shit. Get over here. No, you get over here then. He wants to say get over here like I'm a dog. I will get over here. Yeah, exactly. What's going on? Yeah, exactly. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me.
68 channel.
Stop. Help. 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 Give me your hands. Give me your hands now. Help. Help. It's my glasses.
I got
Help. Help. I have it. Oh my God.
Stop.
Help.
Get back. Step back.
Get back. Help. 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 Mama, help. Take my phone. Take my phone, Mom.
We got 1 minute.
I'm doing nothing. He's hurting my wrist. He's breaking my wrist. Get off of me. I can't even breathe. Get that.
Let him go.
There we go. Is that a little better? Did the screeching? I changed headphones. Hopefully that took over the screeching sound. Was that able to end that screeching sound? I sure hope so. I will get this fixed tonight. I apologize. Oh, it's worse. Is that what you said? It's worse. That's terrible. All right, let's try this then. All right. There we go. Now I'm not going to have a microphone, so okay. So is that a little bit better? Because what I did is I unplugged this microphone until I can get it fixed, and hopefully it's you won't be able to hear me as well. My voice won't be as crystal clear, but you won't hear the screeching anymore, and I will get this fixed tonight, I promise. So let's go back here and watch this, and remember, they're chasing this guy down. Why are they chasing this guy down? They're chasing him down for what? They're chasing him down simply because he was pulled over.
Get away from me! 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 Stop! Stop! Help! 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 Give me your hands! Give me your hands now! Help! Help! It's my glasses! Help! 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 I heard it! Oh my God! Stop! Get back! Step back! Get back! Help! 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 Mama, help! Take my phone! Take my phone, Mom. We got 1 minute. I've done nothing. He's hurting my wrist. He's breaking my wrist. Get off of me. I can't even breathe. Get back. Let him go.
So Derek got it correct. That is the 1925 case of Carroll versus United States. Derek put hot pursuit. So what happens when the cops say that they're in hot pursuit? When they're chasing that guy, they're in hot pursuit. So what does that mean exactly? What that means is that they don't have to have a warrant to run in your house. There's 3 circumstances that make it exigent. Exigent circumstances are when they can go around your Fourth Amendment right for unreasonable searches and seizures. And those 3 specific areas are if they're in hot pursuit, they're seizing contraband, or there's going to be a loss of life. And that's the reason why they could run to his house.
I got him. Give me my glasses. Okay, stop breaking my arm. I'm not breaking your arm. Hey, yo, get back. Step back. Give me my glasses. I cannot see. Yo, you gotta stop.
His glasses are right there.
Those are his glasses, okay. You step out with me.
Hey, you know what you're doing.
What the hell is going on?
Please let us go.
Hey, don't hurt me. He has not committed.
Ma'am, step
Let
back.
him go. You're hurting his shoulder. You're hurting his shoulder.
Oh, take a look at how he's in torture. He's in torture cuffs.
Hey, don't
Look at what they're doing. Look at this jackboot thug pig.
hurt me. He has not committed.
Ma'am, step
Let
back.
him go.
I guess he'll think twice about being drugged because he's being drugged by the torture cuffs ripping on his wrists.
You're hurting his shoulder. You're hurting his shoulder. You put him in a Kimura. Crap. What is
I have your glasses. I have your glasses.
Get in our glass. What's wrong? I've done nothing. Please record this. They're kidnapping me. I've done nothing.
I don't know what's going on.
Can we all talk like adults, please?
You coming with me?
Please talk.
Hey, Rob, I'm putting him in my car. Come on.
Why don't I have to go in the car?
Because right now you are
have
causing
my
more
ID?
of an issue. Yes.
What did I do, man? You have my ID, dude. Can you run my ID at least, or what? What are you doing, dude? Why don't I have to go in the car if I just stay in here, man? Are you serious, man?
He has to go in the car because his buddy did this to him. His buddy caused this.
All right, step in the car.
Why are you doing this? What was your name? Badge number?
Step in the car.
Why are you doing this to me, man?
Step in the car.
Can I at
Move
least-
your foot.
He's pushing on me. I have a bad back. He's hurting me.
keeping you
from turning towards me. To talk to you, stupid. How
Who
stupid
is
are
this?
they?
Who is this?
Help! I'm getting kidnapped.
Sorry, just stay right there. Stay right there.
House. They ran in our house.
I've done nothing wrong. No crime at all. Nothing wrong.
Let's get him in the car.
No!
Yes.
I'm not going
Stand
with
up.
you. I've done nothing.
Stand up.
What are you doing?
Stand up.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing. I've done you hurting me. My arms are getting
Where's
broken.
the info? Still got one resistance.
Get me your supervisor now. I want a supervisor. Give me a supervisor. I need a supervisor. I'm being kidnapped. I've done nothing. I've done nothing.
Come on.
You're such a piece of shit. I've done nothing wrong.
Get in the car.
Help! Ah, my arm! Oh.
We're 10-4. Anybody else coming? Y'all can reduce. I got it. 6-8. You can go from
Deputy Peters conducted a traffic stop on this vehicle. I don't.
The 2009 case of Arizona versus Johnson, we can get into that, but the constitutional question, a unanimous decision. Do the officers violate the Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches and seizures after making a routine traffic stop? They search an individual who's consensually conversing with those officers. He wasn't really consensually, but yeah. No, it is not a violation of your rights. It held that Mr. Johnson encountered with police was not consensual and therefore did not violate his Fourth Amendment right of unreasonable search and seizure. The court reasoned that the lawful traffic stop entitles temporary seizure of the driver and the passenger that continues for the duration of the stop.
Today, your tail lights were not working as you were driving on the road, okay? And then I got it. 6A, you can open check.
Deputy Peters conducted a traffic stop on this vehicle. I don't. On that vehicle. I don't know if that's your son, who it is.
Ma'am.
Son came out and is interviewing with.
Ma'am.
No.
Would you like to accompany me so I can get my flashlight out of your house?
I don't know if that's your son.
I don't think this needed to go this far. Over what was the traffic stop for? Can you tell me what the traffic stop
Yes, ma'am.
was for?
So the other person who I was trying to conduct business with.
Cody.
So
What are you
Cody,
looking for?
my flashlight.
Is that it? I don't know. I don't know which
Yes,
one.
ma'am. That's it. Which one are these are his phone?
This is Cody's and Derek's.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to give it to Cody? Okay. All right. Let's step back outside.
Get back around there right away.
You okay?
Please turn around. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. Please. I cannot breathe. Go ahead. Please, roll the window down and stop it.
What's going on?
I'm not leaving the door open.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going
You
anywhere.
already
Please.
did do it. Put your foot in
Please,
the car.
I'm not cuffs.
Put
Please.
your-
They're breaking my wrist.
We'll check them in a
Please.
second when
Just
you
check
calm
it right
down.
now. I'm right
No.
here. I'm not doing anything wrong. Help! I can't breathe.
Are you okay, ma'am?
No.
Okay.
This is too much.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not being funny. Do you need a paramedic?
I don't know.
Okay.
No. So, what's this guy doing?
So, Cody, I pulled him over. It was a traffic stop.
I'm going to refresh this real quick. It may lock everybody off. Let me just stay with me here. If not, check for the new stream. There we go. Did it fix anything? No, it did not. It sure did not. I'm pretty frustrated. I'm gonna cut this stream and restart it real quick. I'll be right back. Check for the live stream. I'll be right back. I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna start a new stream. As a matter of fact, I'll do it with you guys here. I'll just create it right now, and then I'll have everybody go to this new stream. I'll call it new stream. I'll put it for 3:55 p.m. Create the stream, create new stream. All right. I'll have a new stream for you in 1 second. I apologize for the technical glitches here. So here's the new stream. Let me share this with you guys in the chat, and then you guys can pop over to the new stream. There that is. All right, check. I will make this so that you guys can check this bad chicken out. Let me go to view channel. Okay. Hopefully we have a new stream coming here. Won't show up yet. All right. I'm gonna end this stream right now, and I'm gonna open the other stream. So meet me there right now. It'll literally take 5 seconds. Later, Gators. I'll be right back. Meet me check the channel. I'll be on the new stream right now.